Hey guys, welcome to this one doesn't start straight I think with the Astrologian job quests. The first one. Greetings and welcome to the Athenaeum Astrologicum. Might I ask what drew you here to this place of learning? What drew you? It was fate. I am unsure. It was fate. Oh, you could not be more correct, for in the stars are written the fates of every woman and man on Hydaelyn. And it was there in the stars that I read a man would call upon the... It is Athenaeum. Athenaeum this very day, a man who would play an important role in my own life. But my apologies, even the most skilled reader cannot scry a name from the heavens. Would you be so kind as to give me yours, so that I might know who is to be my new protege? Give him your name and become his protege. I guess. Alex, hi. Alexander. Well, I was not expecting that, but what is a name? But an attempt by our begetters to wield power over the lives of their sons and daughters. Lives whose paths have already been foretold, in a sense that is. Well, that's only if you take my first name into account, because my surname was the name that I gave to myself. That's a long story that I've mentioned before, but anywho. My name is Jean Quinard. Jean Quinard de Durandere. I am an astrologian for the Holy See. Remember that name, for it shall echo forevermore in the annals of Ishgardian history. Well, it will once I put it there. Once we put it there. Yeah, okay. Hello and welcome to Stairway... Oh god, the jokes. Stairway to Heaven. Jean Quinard of the Athenaeum Astrologicum simply cannot take his eyes off you, strange person. Now, where to begin? I suppose I could consult my divine deck for an answer, but that would be too easy now, wouldn't it? Very well, at the beginning it is. Astrology, or the reading of stars, is a branch of ethereological science which originated in distant Sharlayan. Yeah, I actually knew about that, and it's interesting that the scholar also somewhat uses the same type of teachings, but in a different way. There have been astrologians in Ishgard for thousands of years, but it wasn't until 3 centuries ago that Ardenel, the younger, learned of the movement of... Ardenel the Younger learned that the movement of the stars could also be used to foresee the movements of the Dravanian horde, that the field became popular. That's because they also believe in astrology in a sense. Mainly because the original dragons did actually come from space, but anywho, since then, what was once a single science has bifurcated. Okay, into 2 similar yet ultimately different schools of learning, the Sharlayan school of astrology and the Ishgardian school. The former placing a focus on tapping celestial ether and transforming it into beneficial magics, or astromancy. So that is the Sharlayan one. The latter specializing solely in determining the actions of our dragon enemies to the north. I'll go for the Sharlayan one then, please. I am a student of the former, the only student of the former, here in Ishgard, and have been actively seeking a partner with whom to conduct my research. Let us just say that my fellow astrologians here have been less than approving of my path. But that is simply because they are afraid of what they do not know. Once they do know of how Sharlayan astrology can benefit the sea and its soldiers, they will feel foolish forever having doubted me. Us. You will join me, will you not? Walking the path that has been laid out before you, instead of stubbornly denying your fate, postponing the inevitable? Ah, I see you waste no time in making your decision. Like I always say, the stars are never wrong. Alas, even a lifetime of study and training cannot unlock all the secrets written in the stars. Myself, I have been a student of the astromantic arts for more than 30 summers. And I still oft misread the signs shown to me in the skies, though my readings are far more accurate now than they were when I attended the Athenaeum in Charlian. Not the Charlian, mind you, the colony that once thrived in the Dravanian hinterlands. I can recall my time there like it was but yesterday. The first 6 moons I was not even allowed to touch the deck of 60, let alone conduct a reading with the major arcana. Most of my time was spent in the... Oh god, there's so many big words. I'm such a stupid person. Spent in the scriptorium, transcribing old tomes on astrological fundamentals, such as the 6 elemental houses. Divine duplicity, class duplicity, house modality, and polarity. Dignity versus detriment. I abhorred the task. I would tirelessly pester my instructor as to when I might actually be granted the opportunity to weave a spell or perform a reading. It wasn't until the end of the 6th moon that I realized all that transcribing had prepared me with the essentials I would need to do those very things. The position... Oh god, he just talks and talks and talks. The positions of the celestial bodies within the 6 elemental houses, and their relation to the major and minor arcana of the deck of 60, therein lie the secrets to tapping the ethereal power locked in the heavens. And soon you too will become privy to these secrets. Ah, but not this day. No. I would not have you transcribe musty old tomes like I was once forced to. No, the task I have for you is much more interesting. You see, I am expecting the arrival of a very important guest. My old mentor from the Studium has agreed to make the journey from the old world to Ishgard and speak with the Holy See regarding the implementation of Charlian astrological techniques in the city-state's defense. Alas, the professor and his party are now fully 7 days late in arriving, and I have begun to worry for their safety. I should be much obliged, therefore, if you would inquire of the other astrologians here in the Athenaeum if they have heard of it. Okay, who do I need to talk to? Again, talk. More talking. Let me guess. The good Lord Janucard said he saw you in a vision, and that the stars told him that you were to study Charlian astrology with him. Am I close? You must be the 100th of his little pests to pester me this week alone. I harbour no ill will towards ignorant unbelievers unlucky enough to find themselves caught up in the talk of stars and fortunes, but you must tell that sorry excuse for an astrologian for the umpteenth time that I have heard naught concerning his imaginary friends from the faraway Charlian. Just do not tell the Viscount I called him a sorry excuse for an astrologian, all right? Okay, you're a very nice person, obviously. How about you? Why would Lord Janucard think I had information of the whereabouts of a handful of unbelievers from across the blood-brine sea? I'm an astrologian, not a fortune-teller. I cannot simply look at the stars and scry the location of the Viscount's guests, unless his guests are dragons, that is. Which, technically, I suppose there could be. It's not impossible. I suppose if anyone knew aught, it would be the Observatorium. We here at the Athenaeum are but students dedicated to research. Those with any influence in the field are assigned to the astroscope. You there! Jean-Canard is still waiting for word on he's missing Charlians instead of actually making an effort to find them, is he? Of course he is. Is it any wonder that in the nearly 20 years since his return from Charlian, his skill in astromancy has remained unchanged? Any wonder that he has never yet managed to convince a single peer of the value of the Charlian school? He is a privileged little sprat who spends more time gazing at the stars in young maidens' eyes than actually trying to read the ones above his head. This is a woman, and I'm doing this voice. All right. You tell the poor man I just returned from the observatorium, and one night at the communal feasting hall, I happened to overhear Chief Astrologian Folmart speaking with one of his aides regarding Charlian. He was visibly upset, and I wouldn't risk my career over something I care little about, so I merely put my head down and eat my beet soup. That sounds horrible. But that is all I know, and you did not hear it from me. Okie dokie. Master Folmart, and I thought this day could not get any worse. No, I'm not suggesting that meeting you in any way has been unfortunate. It is just that, it may not be in our best interests to be seen together as of yet. There are certain people in the sea who do not approve of my studies. Couple that with the fact that you are an outsider and an unbeliever, and, well, people may come to the wrong conclusions. I am the hero of Ishgard, though, so, We must act with caution until we can prove that our intentions are just and for the good of all Ishgard. So, I must ask you to travel to the observatorium alone and meet me there. Okay. Where's that? Oh, it is where I was thinking. Huh. I didn't think it would take us to an old area. That's why I was thinking it was somewhere here. Is it that one? Yes, it is. God, it's been so long. Ba 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 ba. Oh my God, why is this so slow? It's so slow. He just keeps talking and talking and talking and talking and talking more. Talking instead of doing. Come, my wyvern. But actually, wait a millisecond. I'm gonna catch you. Catch you, wyvern's gonna get the... And he said Mississippi. Why did I say Mississippi? It's a griffin. That's nowhere near Mississippi. Hello, chocolate water. Except that wasn't what that was, but whatever. So we're still not at the end of this quest. Oops, wrong one. We do get some cool stuff from it. And if it's anything like before, there'll be another quest I can do directly after this. We'll see. Soon. Hopefully. Bit foggy today. And there's wolves out. Do you hear that noise? Wolves are out. Oh God. I wish I could fly so much quicker. Oh yeah, this is one of the places with the stupid hats. I remember the stupid hats. Alright, up the stairs. This would terrify anyone, because they all are terrified of dragons here. Stupid hats. Don't fall off. Wait a minute. You look very familiar. Scarily so. Anywho. Hello there, person. Ooh, a cutscene of sorts. Ah, Alexander! Allow me to apologize again for not accompanying you here. As for our business with the Chief Astrologian, you may leave the talking to me. Ah, Janequinard, I might have known it was you. I don't remember what his voice is like. Who else would be so indecent as to drag an outsider into this holy place of observation? I've met you so many times. Anyway, you have always had an unhealthy obsession with the foreign. 'Tis why you are as worthless to the Athenium now as you were when you returned from that heathen city nearly 12 summers since. 20, not 12. But the stars, they can serve us in other ways than merely revealing when the Horde will attack. Their power can be tapped. The ether within can be used for healing. The ether should be left be. Has history taught you know about the folly of the Nimians, the Emidor, the Maha, or the Machi? I can never remember how you say that. Mine uncle, the Sharlians have been wielding astronomy for ages without disrupting ethereal balance. This power, combined with Ishgardian astrology, could be what is needed to turn the tide of this 1,000-year conflict that I've nearly finished anywho. Moreover, I have reason to believe that our masters at the vault agree, as they have given me their blessing to continue my research. I did not come to trade barbs with you, nuncle. What the heck's a nuncle? Let us save that for another time. I am here because it has come to my attention that you may have information as to the whereabouts of Professor Mace and his party from Sharlian. For someone who says he is not yet to trade barbs, you've been quite generous in your dealing another day. Don't know what voice I'm giving you. If it means you'll leave me and allow me to return to my work, gonna give you accent, because I was saying it earlier, then I'd be more than happy to let you know what information found its way to my desk just yesterday morn. Serpent Reaver sightings and foul weather prevented the professorship from entering the Strait of Millthorpe, where they had made their way up the Maiden and into Curthis. After detouring around the south of Ilvrand, they finally disembarked at Vespa Bay, where they took the land route along the Royal Alleganson Way to the Black Shroud. It is there, it seems, they lost their way. A lost Astrologian. Well, if it was daytime, you know. It is as my morning reading predicted. Dalamud was in detriment in the House of the Spire, while ascending over the ecliptic. Oh my god, why do you keep talking? Alexander, you must journey to the Black Shroud and assist Professor Mace. Allow me to introduce you to Quimperian. He is my personal manservant and shall accompany you. Hello. Nice to meet you. Do you talk as much as he does? I hope not. He is not one for conversation. Oh, thank God. Also, I'm pretty sure that's a woman. But his sword arm is strong, is amongst the best in all the pillars. He should see you safe if any danger were to befall you, and something tells me danger lurks on the horizon. Oh no, there's a man. Just feminine. It is a pleasure to serve you, my lord. I shall make haste to Quarry Mill and await you there. Okay. Thanks, I guess. Oh god, it just keeps going. So this is the last of the Heavensward jobs, the quests that I'm doing. So far, this is the most tedious. Oh my god. Yap, stars, yap. It would be alright if they'd given us the job crystal and everything, and then got on with the yapping. But no, we're still not at the end of the first quest. My lord, I have questioned the residents. Yes, my lord! I have questioned the residents of this hamlet and learned that a party of queerly dressed outsiders passed through not a bell ago. It should not prove overly difficult to find them now, but before we begin, might I ask a moment of your time? I would not dare utter aught ill of my master, but his recent fixation with finding a protege, I believe it ill considered. This passion, however pure, has left him with more than one enemy in the astrological community. Lord Fallamont has seen to this. I fear not only for how his name might be sullied, but for his life. I beg of you, pray do not drag him any further down into this quagmire. Let him quietly dabble in his dream, but let it remain at that, a dream. No good will come of encouraging him. It will only hurt the Viscount and his family. You must remember that while I serve Lord Janequinard, it is his father, the Count, who employs me. Now, as for the task at hand, I suggest we find the wayward travellers and hurry back to our respective hearths. I shall lead. Might I ask you to take the rear and see that none might take us unawares? Yeah, I can do that. No. That'll be trying to add me for something later. What the? Where the heck am I going? Here? There? Ah, there, it's the end! You guys look quite nice. Oh look, it's the Astrologian outfit. And more of them, just without the hats. Ba 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 ba. Oh no, he's dropped his thingy. These are the Sharlians we seek, and it appears they have found themselves some trouble. Hello. Unhand my grandfather. Ah, foisty. We'll fetch a fine price. Oh, we'll give you this voice. For that one. From the pleasure barge, captains. Oh, lovely pleasure barge. The soul has spoken. Grab the old man. Grab the old man. These wizard types carry on them all manner of begemmed baubles and golden twinkles. Trinkles, not trinkets, trinkles. Up, roll toss your ear stakes. You want to see the old man again? Then leave us the girl. Try anything and he's dead. But wait. Well, I was useful. I mean, I could have easily killed all of them. Or didn't kill, just knocked out. But you know what I mean. Grandfather's soul crystal. Why would he leave it here? Surrendering any power he might have had to free himself from those bandits. Unless you were the one he saw in his readings before he left the old world. But that was more than a moon ago. My grandfather scried from the cards that he would serve as the bridge for countless souls to be passed to another. Might you be that other? Yeah, sure. These men of the forest are careless. Tracking them will be no difficult feat. I shall follow and strike before they have a chance to regroup in numbers. The stars have spoken and laid their path not before you, but before the adventurer here. Thank you. You must take the soul of the Astrologian and place it near your heart. Listen to the tales of those who walk before you, and know their journey as you do your own. As for the tools you require and the knowledge needed to wield them, I, Laviva, shall see to those matters. You saw there was no fear in my grandfather's eyes when those bandits took him. That is because he has seen you come to his rescue. Our lives were written in the stars long before we trod upon this land. It is not by chance that you stand here today with the soul of the Astrologian in your hand. It is fate. Sure, I'll just nod as I do. Bam ba bam ba 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 ba. Astrologian unlocked. Astromancy. Number of gear sets increased. And Starstruck. Yeah, that's the explanation. If you want to read it, go ahead. Let's equip. Oh, I'm naked. Ugh, such an ugly outfit. Let's see. Sure. Yeah, why not? What were the pants that I got? That? That looks correct. And then some shoes. What shoes have we got? Those will do. I can't have a hat. No, I'm pretty sure as soon as I equip this, it'll... Yeah, unequip the other thing. Hate those things. Can't have... Oh, no, don't replace me summon I want. No. Yay. And if... Oh my god, look at all of the things. Where is... Ah, there. Standard pose. And different pose. That's pretty cool. Anywho. That was that quest. Next time we will be doing Fortune Favors the Ball. Okay. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.